Yeah, we're 20 years old. We've been at it for 20 years. We've gone through a lot of changes. We've gone through a lot of challenges. Like I explained when I was talking earlier on, if you track the life of the firm and you put it side by side with the things that have happened in the country, you find that in a way we have reflected those challenges as well. We started off when it was very, very tough during 1992, which is what I call the Abacha years. There were a lot of things going on that worked against the system. But at the same time, that was a period when a lot of new generation banks and a new spirit of entrepreneurship was getting into the country. That was when we had a new concept of banking. And don't forget, banking ruled our lives for many, many years from that period. But what it also did was created a foundation of a new breed of people that had to think banking, had to think investment, had to think of how you could move the country forward. And they drove the private sector. They took over from what the manufacturing industry used to be many, many years before oil sort of made manufacturing sort of totally irrelevant. So when you look at that, we linked into that period by providing consulting service that was relevant at that time, which had to do with customer service, had to do with process improvement, had to do with quality management systems, had to do with a lot of things that gave us products that we were able to work with and therefore offer these to a lot of the clients at that time. And we just grew from that time on. We became people had more faith in us, people relied on us a lot more, people stopped thinking of us as a local firm and more of a firm that could meet international standards. Because if that didn't happen, we wouldn't be around today. I can think of many organizations that have packed up over the last 20 years. We're going strong, we thank God for that, and we still have very high hopes and aspirations for the future as well. Get that today we've had the distinct strategic advantage of being around for 20 years. And being around a customer who looks and says, a potential customer says, well, if this firm has been around for 20 years and we're still standing, then surely there must be something that we're doing right. And so that's the first point of attraction. The second point is when they do engage with us, they do come to realize that we do have something to offer. And that's obvious. I mean, we must have something to offer after 20 years. And that is the second stage where they say, well, okay, we think we can work with these guys. The third stage is we do deliver. We consistently deliver on our promises, we deliver on our commitments, we bring a lot of innovation into the whole concept of change management. We're very well known on issues about human resources, even though we do a lot more. We do a lot on technology, we do a lot on strategy, but you find that all these things, thin lines separate these things nowadays, and they all sort of merge together. But the point is we're a very, very sound consulting firm. We're very comfortable, I am comfortable with where we're at this point in time. In the next 5 years, well, let me tell you, I think that one of the things about professional service firms in this country is that the issue about growth, and we try to have evolutionary growth whereby you gradually grow. And we find that that's very difficult because of the entrepreneurial nature of most of Nigerians that we employ. They get to a point whereby they leave as well because they see opportunities for themselves. So I think that the best strategy, which is something that not just Phillips Consulting, but most other firms should look at, is growth through acquisitions. Look at the smaller firms that are struggling, the smaller firms that could do with a bit of help. Pull them on board and let them become part of your system, whereby you can acquire more and more organizations, more firms, and grow on that basis.